the beginning, I didn't want to do an origin tale. I didn't feel that I had some new way of doing that story. I wanted to do an imperfect Batman, really rock him to his core.
What's great about the series is that it's very much in the eye of the beholder. The storytelling has evolved, since 1939 to today. And what Matt's done and what the Batman series has evolved into is not so much kind of a black and white good versus evil idea, but something a little bit more nuanced.
My ambition is to try and make everything feel very real. I want to be so into the film that I should almost not notice the costume, because it should just feel in place as much as the buildings behind them feel in place, and everything should just feel right.
It's quite daunting because you're trying to think, what else can you bring to something like this? When I was younger, that's when they first made the kind of Michael Keaton suits. That was the kind of high technological costume making at that time. Matt's inspirations are very dark detective films. Gotham's kind of rotten, sort of New York of the 70s. And then there's Batman, and he looks like he's part of that.
The bat suit is an evolution. This is the year 2 version, and I wanted you to get the feeling that Bruce had put that together in the Batcave.
So it looks, when you see what this looks like through the camera,
wow,
it's ridiculous.
Good job, guys.
I wanted to do a scene where you see Batman and Selina looking out over the city. Greg Fraser mentioned to me he had started using this technology, the volume.
We created a volume of light that was Gotham in a number of different locations. The idea is that the city streets below interacts into the faces of the characters. You may not see directly a car headlight sweeping across Batman's face or across Gordon's face, but you feel what is the conglomeration of all of those buildings together and the atmosphere illuminating the actors, and it just feels right.
Greg could actually move the sun itself. This was one of those things that had not been done in a DC movie, had not been done in a Batman movie. It's one more thing that creates not only a photographic reality, but it creates a kind of creative reality for the actors as well.
The content here you see is a very deep environment. There's many, many moving pieces, and we're pushing it as much as we can. We started out working on the Falcone's loft environment, a loft over a bridge with moving traffic and a huge digital city. And then here we're doing the Searchlight building. After this, we've also got the cemetery. Other environments we've done are sort of a little bit more contained, slightly simpler open deserts. Here it's a sea of detail.
When we first sat down with the ILM guys, we said, look, we want moving clouds, we want animated traffic. And it was a thing that was a little bit bleeding edge for them.
James and ILM and myself basically all had an opportunity to design this city. For me, it was very simple. I needed something that would do what I needed to do for light. From James's perspective, he needed something that would fulfill his vision of this incredible city that we're filming in. Then ILM then needed to help marry those two ideas together.
Once we knew we were going to be shooting on screens, I think we quickly realized it was going to be really beneficial to us to have a location in the world that we could shoot plates on. So we found a location in Lower Manhattan that was the position of the skyscraper, and then sort of rebuilt the world around it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful technology. We wouldn't have been able to shoot that scene in any other way. It looked 100% like we were on the roof of this place.
When we first spoke about the Batmobile, it was quite apparent that this wanted to be completely different.
I couldn't wait to see it. When I showed up on set, I was like, where's the Batmobile?
The basic talking points were relentless force, raw power mounted in this frame.
time you build something bespoke, you need as much testing as you can. You find all the weaknesses, you find all the strengths. And part of that testing is that we get to a situation where the stunt department can actually find some really cool stuff that they can do. And by testing, we can say, well, can we add that into the sequence?
Starting to push the Batmobile and to its limits so we can see where the limits are.
But this is what we're here testing to do, to iron out all these problems, get the suspension right, get all the mounts right. We've had a few things bend, which is what things are designed to do, but if we can do as much as we can for real, that's what we're aiming for.
Hello. This was a hard movie to make. By far the hardest thing I've ever been a part of. Never worked on anything so long where we're in production because of what we went through. I thank you from the bottom of my heart because I care so much about what we do. This movie means so much to me, but you guys showed me that you care just as much. Thank you so much.
But yeah, from my end, thanks for putting
Call it. They want to hear it's a wrap. Call it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just giving another 15 minutes of overtime. If you don't need that, it's good. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. That is a wrap.
We were supposed to be doing this for about 5-6 months. We were there for a year and a half. We all had experienced something that none of us in our lifetimes had ever been through and that the whole world had never been through, and we made a movie during it. Not only that, but we made this movie during it, a movie that we loved and a movie about a character that we love so much.
It's one of the major characters of the 20th century. So many people connect to it on such a deep level and for so many different reasons. You have some level of responsibility to the people who've invested so much in the character. And you can feel it. It's fun though.